The New York Jets suffered a crushing loss to the New England Patriots on Sunday, their 14th consecutive loss to the Pats. SNY NFL Insider Connor Hughes, he was at the game and joins us from Foxborough, Massachusetts. Connor, a lot of the attention will be on the 84-yard punt return that the Jets allowed with 5 seconds left in this game. But how much of this loss is on Zach Wilson and the offense?
Dexter, I think the majority of this one falls on Zach Wilson's shoulders, even if he didn't want to admit it after the game, right? I mean, you had a defense that basically pitched a shutout. The fact that they allowed just 3 points in a football game in 2022 is absurd, especially when that came on the road. You had a special teams unit that was a back-breaking mistake on basically the final play of the game, but it never should have come down to it. When you go into the final minute of a game and you have allowed just 3 points, you need to believe that your offense is capable of at least scoring a touchdown. And the fact that the Jets couldn't, and you can't blame the offensive line, you can't blame the receivers, you can't blame the backfield, you have to look under center. It is 2022, and you have a quarterback that completed 9 passes and threw for under 80 yards. And yeah, that's not good. That's not ideal. If it was just one game, you can chalk it up to, you know what, Bill Belichick always has his way with young quarterbacks. But this is the 4th time this year that Zach Wilson has thrown for under 160 yards in a game. It is the 4th time this year that Zach Wilson has completed under 60% of his passes. This is the NFL where teams are breaking passing records left, right, and sideways. Completing 68, 70% of your passes isn't an oddity. It is normal in the NFL. And the Jets can't even get competence under center. You want to know what's holding this team back? You want to know what could potentially keep this team out of the playoffs if the Jets don't get there? It's not their defense. It's not their offense. It's not their coaching, their offensive line, their running back, their receivers, their tight ends. It is their quarterback. And they desperately need to find a way to fix this and fix this quick. And if they can't with Zach Wilson, I know Robert Saleh said after the game that he doesn't want to think about this and it's the furthest thing from his mind. But if they can't find a way to fix it with Zach Wilson, they're going to need to go to Mike White, because the rest of the players in this locker room, they are fully aware that they are a win-now football team being held back by one person. And if that one person can't get caught up to speed, they need to make a change.
Thanks, Connor. It will be interesting to see if the Jets make a change at QB if Wilson doesn't turn things around. That was a tough day for Gang Green offensively, as the team had 2 yards in the second half of Sunday's game. According to ESPN Stats and Info, that marked the fewest yards by any team in any half this season.